If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I've communicated this idea that I am going to be a bear for the end of 2025. And looking at how things recovered, Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high, the stock market almost getting to new all-time highs, I've been getting this question over and over. Am I still a bear for the end of 2025? And I want to tell you, on a broader scale, I see lots and lots of major concerns, primarily in the bond market. But as I'm looking at the charts, I am seeing less and less of a compelling reason to be bearish for the next several months. My thesis for 2025 since about 2022 was that we were going to have a crash like this or a correction like this in 2025, and then we were going to have a dead cat bounce up to maybe the 200-day moving average, the yellow line, or at best the 786 retrace. But you can see the S&P 500 broke through the 200-day moving average, broke through that 786 retrace, back tested the 200-day moving average, and is looking like, in my opinion, that it's going to hit a new all-time high. The NASDAQ looks like it's in an even better position. Historically, what you have seen with these indices is a rejection around the 200-day moving average and then moving down, putting in lower highs and lower lows, and that just doesn't seem to be happening right now. So perhaps from here, what we have is something like a 2018 scenario where we had something very similar to what we've seen recently, but a V-shaped recovery, a double top, a back test of the 200-day moving average, and then moving on to new all-time highs. But I'm wondering if this is going to be more of a 1998 scenario. In 1998, we had a moment, it looked like it was over, but we had a V-shaped recovery and then a blow-off top in the stock market. And then what came after that was a significant crash, the dot-com bust. I am very much of a mindset that we have something similar like that on the horizon, but will we have this irrational pump before then? That makes sense to me. And okay, I'm sure you're going to ask me, what about Bitcoin? What about altcoins? I can't envision a scenario where the stock market is going to put in a V-shaped recovery and Bitcoin is just going to dump from here. That doesn't quite make sense to me. And then for altcoins, it's a little bit of a different story, but I would expect some point for altcoins to have these seasons where Bitcoin's dominance is going to drop and altcoins will do very well. I am not quite expecting a 2021 or 2018 alt season, not just yet, but if we have this irrational pump, who knows? I'm just going to play that by ear for now.